Students, today our topic is linkage, crossing over and recombination. Before going to that, just recall the chromosomal theory of inheritance. According to the chromosomal theory of inheritance, genes or chromosomes are occur in pairs. Already we discussed the similarities between the behavior of the genes and chromosome. They occur in pairs, separate during the gamete production, and only one of each pair present in the gamete. Pairs assert independently. So that is the theory of chromosomal inheritance. So that was proposed by the Sutton and Baveri in 1902, and that was practically confirmed by the Morgan in 1933. So chromosomal theory of inheritance was proposed by the 1902, and that was practically confirmed by the Morgan in the 1933. So what is the theory of chromosomal inheritance? Genes or chromosomes are occur in pair. The pairs of chromosomes or gene assert independently. So let us recall that topic once again here. Here we are discussing about the independent assortment of the chromosome. First one, possibility one long white and short striped chromosome and long black short dotted chromosome at the same pole in meiosis 1 anaphase. So here possibility 2, one long white and short dotted chromosome and long black striped chromosome at the same pole, meiosis 1 and meiosis 1 anaphase. So while in meiosis 2 these two chromosomes are separated. And form like this. That means these two are independently separated and come into the two different forms. Here also this black one is also separated and this dotted one is also separated, come separated. Now it is in the anaphase, meiosis 2 anaphase. So after this, these two chromosomes, whatever the separated, they form one gamete. These two form one gamete. These two form one gamete. These two form one gamete. Like that, here also four gametes are formed by diploid chromosome number of the parental cell. Diploid chromosome of the parental germ cell is separated by the meiosis and form the four haploid gamete cells. Such a way, the chromosomes are assert independently according to the theory of chromosomal inheritance. After the genetic studies, Mendel revealed that some of the genes do not follow the law of independent assortment during gamete formation. After the Mendel, several studies revealed that some of the genes do not follow the law of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment is not followed. Independent assortment is not followed. Do not follow the law of independent assortment because the genes are present on the same chromosome and are transmitted as a single unit. For example, this is one chromosome. On the chromosome, the genes are present on the same chromosome. For example, this is represented by capital R red. This is represented by tall. For example, this gene on this chromosome represented as a capital R, this is represented red, this is represented tall, capital T represented tall. So because of these two genes, suppose I am saying, for example, if you take these genes are present on the same chromosome, they are as a single unit. This single unit genes cannot separate it. They cannot separate it independently because they are on the same chromosome as a one unit. One unit. This unit of genes on the same chromosome is called as a linked genes. So these are called as a linked genes. So in this case, the genes do not separate, do not assert independently because of this linked condition. So this linked genes show the pattern of inheritance, that is called as a linkase. When these two are, this chromosome is passed to the next generation, these two genes also passed in the same chromosome and same parental combination is seen in the offsprings. This is called as a linkase. So this linkase is experimentally proved by the Thomas Hunt Morgan in his next experiment. So Thomas Hunt Morgan explained the linkase, how they are showing the recombinant, what is the reason for the recombination. He explained in his experiment. So he is a scientist, Thomas Hunt Morgan. He born in 1866, and he worked in Fly Lab of Columbia. Fly Lab at Columbia University of Columbia University in New York. Fly Lab. He worked in Fly Lab at Columbia University in New York. So he born in 1868. He got for his work he got Nobel Prize in 1916 he got Nobel Prize. 1911 he got Nobel Prize for his work. Then what he did? He selected one experimental material. That experimental material is Drosophila melanogaster. It is common name is fruit fly. Already we discussed it. This fruit fly is move around the fruits. It is a tiny fly which is hovering around the fruits. So this fruit fly is selected for his experiment. Already we know that why he selected and what are the reason for the selecting fruit fly. Already we studied about that. So next, in this experiment with this Drosophila melanogaster, what he did. So let us see that. T.H. Morgan did the experiment using the Drosophila melanogaster, and he did different monohybrid and dihybrid crosses, and finally he took two insects which are having two different characters and did the dihybrid cross. So in first cross A, in diagram, if we see this first cross, he selected two Drosophila organism, male and female organisms. So the male organism is a brown body red eye, normal male it is. This is crossed with yellow body white eye, mutated female. mutated female. So here what he has taken, yellow body white eye mutated female, brown body red eye, normal wild type male fly is taken. When these two are cross pollinated, or these two are crossed, these are not plants, no, these are animals, these are crossed. In the F1 generation, we get wild type, normal wild type, brown body red eye female, and yellow body white eye male, mutated male is formed. So when these F1 offsprings are crossed. So F1 or what are the F1 offsprings? Yellow body white eye mutated male, brown body red eye wild female is crossed. F1 female and F1 males are crossed. In next generation, F2 generation, parental type 98.7% offsprings are formed. What are those parental type? Yellow body white eye, brown body red eye, normal flies are formed. 98.7 normal parental type of organisms are formed. 1.3% of the recombinant forms, yellow body red eye and brown body white eye, yellow body red eye, brown body white eye. Recombinants are formed. New combination of the organisms are formed in the F2 generation by the cross A. So one more cross he did with this two types of fruit flies. We see that. In another experiment, Morgan crossed female mutated white eye miniatured wing. Female mutated, it is a mutated white eye miniatured wing is crossed with male red eye normal wing. It is a normal wild type fly. It is a normal wild type fly with red eye and a normal wing is crossed with female white eye miniatured wing crossed. In F1 generation we get wild type females. What are the wild type females? Red eye normal wing, and males white eye miniatured males are formed. So these are the F1 F1 generation flies. This F1 generation male and females are crossed. In F2 generation, parental type 62.8% of the parental type, 37.2% of the recombinant types are formed. What are the parental type 62.8% of the organisms in the F2 generation? White eye miniatured wing mutated and red eye normal wing normal flies are formed. Those are 62.8%. Recombinant means what? White eye normal wing, red eye miniatured wing. White eye normal wing, red eye miniatured wing. Recombinants are formed. Those are 37.2%. In both these crosses, cross A, cross B, recombinant organism 1.3%, parental type 98.7%. In case of cross B, parental type 62.8%, recombinant types 37.2%. Then what is the reason for this? Both are Drosophila melanogaster flies only, fruit flies only. What is the reason for this different recombinant frequency? In case of cross A, 1.3 recombinant frequency, 98.7% of the parental. In case of cross B, 62.8% of the parental, 37.2% of the recombinant. What is the reason for this? So if we see that by this two crosses by the Morgan, there are two questions are arised. The first question by this two cross, so Morgan's observation about this two cross, Morgan observation raised two main questions. One is how do genes get separated and recombined? How these genes are separated and recombined? And why is the difference in the frequency of recombination in the different genes? What is the reason for this? So the Morgan is able to answer these two questions by, so these genes get separated or recombined by the crossing over. We can see crossing over letter. So by crossing over, the genes get separated and recombined. Because of this crossing over, it is possible. Because of that, they are showing the new combination of the organisms in the F2 generation. That is the reason. So why is the difference in the frequency of recombination? Why the two crosses, cross A and cross B, showing the recombinant frequency in the different, why it is showing? Because of that, the genes which are responsible for the characters, yellow body, white eye, or red eye, brown body, yellow body, white eye, characters represented by the genes which are present on the chromosomes are very close. So because of that, they are showing less frequency of recombinant. And here in case of cross B, so white eye, miniature wing, red eye, normal wing characters showing genes present on the chromosome for some distance. They are making some distance. They are having some distance. They are not closely linked genes. So they are some farly linked genes. Because of this, they are showing more recombinant frequency. That is the reason for showing the more recombinant frequency in the F2 generation in case of cross B. And because of the tightly linked position of the genes in the chromosome is responsible for the formation of the 1.3% of the recombinant frequency in the cross A. So that is able to answer by the Morgan by this two observations, two crosses. So crossing over is one of the concept is responsible for the recombinant frequency, recombinant organisms in the F2 generation. So what is that crossing over? Crossing over means interchange of the chromosomal part between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous pair, resulting in the recombination of the gene. So here these two are chromosomes. These two chromosomes have a chromatids. These are the chromatids of this chromosome. This black shaded portion of this chromatids are this chromosome. So these are called it as a chromatids. So for this chromosome, these two are sister chromatids. For this chromosome, these two are sister chromatids to this chromatids. For this, these two chromatids are sister chromatids to this chromatids. So what are the non-sister chromatids? These chromatids are the non-sister chromatids to this chromosome. These two are the non-sister chromatids to this chromosome. So there is a interchange of the interchange of the chromosomal part between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosome, resulting in the recombinant gene. So here we see here the part of this chromosome, the black shaded portion of this chromosome part, chromatid part is interchanged to this one, and then the white shaded portion of this gene is interchanged from here to here. That means between these two chromatids between these two non-sister chromatid, there is a exchange of the segments. Some part of the chromatid is exchanged between these two non-sister chromatid. Because of that, the combination of this chromosome is changed and formed recombinant chromosomes. Now these are recombinant chromosomes. This and all takes place in the metaphase phase, metaphase 1 and metaphase 2. Then finally what we got, recombinant gametes are formed here. Recombinant chromosome gametes are formed. When these recombinant gametes are involved in the fusion, then they form the recombinant organism. Such a way, crossing over takes place. What is meant by crossing over? The exchange of the segments of the non-sister chromatids of a homologous pair of chromosome. So these two are homologous pair of chromosomes. So this homologous pair of chromosomes having the chromatids. So chromatids, then between these two chromatids, non-sister chromatid, there is exchange of the segment. Due to that, what happened? New combination of the chromosomes are formed. Those are gametes. When these new combination of the chromosomes are fused, we get recombinant characters showing offspring. Because of that, recombinants are formed. So that is about the crossing over. So next concept, linkage and types of linkage. Linkage and types of linkage. So what is meant by linkage? The inheritance of two or more genes on the same chromosome from one generation to other generation is called as a linked. The linked gene, whatever the chromosomes are linked, whatever the genes are linked, those genes remains together, those are transferred from one generation to other generation. So that is called as a linkage. So the two types of linkages are there. They are complete linkage and incomplete linkage. Complete linkage and incomplete linkage. Complete linkage means it is when two genes are placed close to each other and they are inherited together for number of generations. Here there is no break in the chromosome. So these two are, for example, this is one gene on the chromosome. When these two genes remains together in this chromosome, so for several generations, these two genes, for example, this is A, this is a B gene. So these two A and B genes are called as a linked genes. These linked genes, AB linked genes, transfer from one generation to other generation to many other generations several times without breakage between this A and B. So they transferred from one generation to other generation without breaking between these two genes. So that is called it as a complete linkage. Here no variations, there is no variations seen in the next generation because they are not separated. They are not exchanged to the there is no exchange of the chromosomal segment between the non-sister chromatids. So they are remains together and transferred from one generation to other generation several times. That show the new combination very rare in the organisms, very rare. Recombinants are very rare because of this complete linkage. Coming to incomplete linkage, it is when two genes are placed for apart, they separate due to the breakage of chromosome during the gametogenesis. This leads to the appearance of the new combination. So when genes are located on the chromosome so far, the distance between these two genes A and B is so far. So because of this, there is a possibility of breaking of segments in the segments between the non-sister chromatids. So because of that, new combinations are possible. When these two genes are separated, broken, when these two genes are replaced with the new genes at the time of crossing over. So new combination of the chromosomes are formed in the gametes. So when these new combination of the gametes are fused in the fertilization, they form a recombinants. So here combinations are seen more. Combinations are seen more. Recombinant organisms are seen in this incomplete linkage more. So this is about the incomplete linkage. Today's topic. Thank you.